Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. I'm Lisa and I'm coming to you from Michigan. This is episode 313. Got my coffee in my summer sock camp mug from last year. Peppermint mocha creamer. I'm starting to look for the pumpkin spice. It's coming. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today is Friday, June 27th, 2025, and I'm late today. It is 9:44 a.m. I slept in and I was doing some knitting and I lost track of time and I was waiting for laundry. That's fine. And it is like a bajillion degrees outside, so I might make this short. No windows are open because, oh boy. And like I said, it's almost 10 o'clock a.m. and it's 80 degrees. The humidity is like 82%. The air has not kicked on yet this morning. The air conditioner is set for, I think, 77 today. 77, so I'm waiting for that to kick on. So I am upstairs in my house, and this is like the hottest room in the house, so I'm gonna power through this. If it's short, that's why. I'm feeling okay right now, but I would have a fan on, but I'm afraid the noise, it would be too loud, so. Okay. What was I gonna say? You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches, and I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box. I'll have everything that I talk about today down there. All my whips, all my finished objects, yarn, all the websites, links to all the things. Ravelry project pages. I think I just have one. One will be listed down below. I am hosting Knit All of the Stripes Knit Along / Crochet Along. That's over in my Ravelry group. That will also be linked down below. That ends August 31st. Just knit whatever you want. I want to see stripes. It could be with self-striping yarn. It could be with scraps. I just want to see stripes. It can be anything. Hats, socks, mittens, sweaters, shawls, you name it. I haven't checked that. I think I checked last week, but I have not checked this week, so I need to do that. And if you're looking for a like summer sock knit along, you could join that, as long as you do self-striping yarn, obviously. All right, I have 3 finished objects and 3 whips. I was still able to knit during this awful heat wave that we had. We survived. My air conditioner survived. I did not sleep very well for like 4 days. It was horrible. Yeah. I really wish that my bedroom was down on the main floor and not up here, because I swear, my husband thinks I'm losing it, but I swear it's like 10 to 12 degrees hotter up here than it is downstairs on the main floor. And the basement is like 10 degrees cooler than it is up. So I don't know. I would like to put a thermometer up here to like prove him wrong, but then I'd be like, once I see a number, I'll feel even hotter than I actually am, I feel like. We have one like teeny tiny vent that blows like heat and cool air. One teeny tiny vent. So it was rough. I made it. I hate summer. That is all. Okay. All right. We will get on with finished objects. Yeah, finished objects. I finished my mom's socks before it got hot. Well, kind of. Saturday it was hot. I finished these on Saturday, I believe. Woo doggy. These are Opal in the color 4050. They don't match All of my socks today are knit on US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I use Chiaogoo red lace needles. I knit mine magic loop, cuff down. 15 rows of knit 2, purl 2 rib. And 64 stitches. I believe I did 65 rows for the leg on these. Usually I do, for my mom's socks and my socks, I like to do somewhere between, usually around 70, but these were 65. I like to at least have from cuff to the heel at least like 6.5 to 7 inches. These ones are 7, I believe. Love them. So these are for my mom. This is pair 46 for 2025. And I started these June 18th and finished them June 21st. So yeah, I was on a mission to finish these before it got hot. Something about working with Opal in the summertime, it's not my favorite. Now, if the air conditioner is running, it's fine. But if it's not, ugh. Another side note for the heat wave. The lowest we could have our air conditioner set at was 80. It could not keep up. 80's too hot. 80 with air conditioning is, that's not right. But anyway. And yeah, I think that's it. Pair number 1. These are for my mom. So I need to do one more pair for her for Christmas. So it's another Opal one. So I'm kind of waiting. I did not want to cast on. I was thinking about it just to get it done and over with, but I'm like, nope, it's still hot. Okay, pair number 2. I gotta show you the nice side. This is the nice side. I finished my scrappy socks. These are scrappy. This is the Moonglow Yarn Co. Advent from 2024. And I picked 12 of the colors. Her Advent is like, essentially if you split it in half, there's like 2 rainbows. So this is like the lighter rainbow, and then there's a darker one. I will do at some point. Maybe after the scrappy socks I have now. I don't know, we'll see. The heels, toes, and cuffs are in a lemonade chop. I think this is Polly in My Pocket. Now the Polly in My Pocket colorway on her website does not look like the picture, but it's fine. I love this one. So maybe she's changed it and hasn't updated her picture, but it's beautiful. It's like a white with orange, blue, brown, pink speckles in it, and sometimes a little green. I'm trying to look, I don't see any. Yeah, I love it. So these are a gift. I did 40 rows for the leg on these, and I did 10 rows per color. And this is how I learned how many rows my gusset is. The gusset stitches, or the gusset decreases, are 20 rows. It worked out exactly. I'm like, oh, okay. 20 rows of gusset stitches. Decreases, whatever you want to call them. So, yep. I started these, or this is pair 47 for 2025. And I started these June 15th and finished them June 22nd. And then we have a bonus pair because I went crazy. I started these and I couldn't stop, so I didn't. So my whips are kind of pitiful, but I couldn't stop. I finished these yesterday. Pardon me, I started these the 23rd. What day was the 23rd? Is that Monday? I don't know. I started these and then I was thinking, oh wait, the 1st is coming up. I better get to it so that I can start my Knit Fiber socks on the 1st. So then I was like, let's see if I could finish these before the end of the month, and I did. Rearranging myself. Okay. Actually, first, I need to show you. Pause. I know the suspense is killing you. This is the side where I changed colors. I did not do anything different. There is a slight jog in there. I just wove them in. I don't care. Okay. These are the best socks ever. That scummy green. That scummy green is, oh, I love it. I feel like that, if you ask me like my favorite green, I think it'd be that one. It's real close. That yellowy green, lime green, love it. So this is Freckled Whimsy. This is the Halloween Club from October 2024, and this is called Spookytown. These are for me. I got them to match. I was like, I don't like this, but it's all right. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll do 12 rows for my leg and 13 for my foot. That's how I usually do with my yarn months. Well, these stripes are a little bit thicker. These are like 5 to 6 row stripes per color. So yeah, I ended with this, but it's fine because the heel is like that. So it's fine. Yeah. I got these. These are for me. Love them. This is pair 48 for the year, and I started these June 23rd, and I finished them June 26th. 23, 24, 25, 26, 4 days. It looks like 3 days, but I think that's 4 days. 4 days, bam. If I don't work anything else, I can finish a pair of socks in 4 days. And that's what happened. I did not touch my Felici socks very much. Or my scrappy socks. My next pair of scrappy socks. Alright, that is all of my finished objects. Now we'll get onto my pitiful whips. Pitiful whips. That's okay. Alright, these are my Felici socks. This is Happy Little Yarn. I think I had cuffs done last time. Pretty sure. Yep, they were cast on. Knitpicks Felici, General Store. This is a new colorway. I don't know if they still, last time I checked, all the Felici was like 50% off. So I don't know if it's still in their shop or not. Website, whatever you want to call it. So I finished the Halloween socks. And then I was able to work on these. So I got like 35 rows done. Not much, but I have all of the colors in there. I really love this. Something about that brown. Love it. I'm going to do the heels in Knitpicks Droll Patina. It's like a brighter version of this color. It's close. So that's going to be the heels. Today's Fleechy Friday, and I'm going to work on these today. And here's the second. So I did not get a lot done on these. It's okay. I got sidetracked with my Freckled Whimsy socks. I couldn't stop. Even in the evenings, it's like, I'm gonna keep going. I try to work on Felici in the evenings every day. Sometimes it doesn't work. This week, it did not work. And I have 2 balls of it, because these are 50 grams. Oop. So there we are. I'm hoping these will be done. So I'm not casting on any more socks until the 1st, which is Tuesday, I believe. So I'm going to work on, I got 2 whips going. I guess if I finish one of them, then I'll start another one, but I'm not casting on a third sack. Yeah, that's it. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. Use it to count my rows for motivation and so they both match. I mean, technically I really don't have to with the Felici because I usually do 10 rows or 10 stripes for the leg and 10 stripes for the foot, including the toe and the cuff. So I guess technically 8 rows for the leg, 8 rows for the cuff or foot, 2 for the toe, and 2 for the cuff. But I still like to use the markers to count. Whew, it's getting hot over here. It's hot. That is whip number 1. Whip number 2 is even less work done on this than the other whip, sock whip. This is Bags by Awesome Granny. I have 1 cuff, 2 cuffs. That's it. Just 2 cuffs. These are scrappy socks. I talked about this last week. I'm doing the Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month from this year. This is from April. This is May's. And this is June's. So I'm going to stripe these. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. They'll have at least one stripe repeat. But these are all 6 stripe repeats. So I probably have more than that. I don't know, I'll just wing it. I have no idea. I could do this for the leg, this for the gusset and a little bit of the foot, and then this for the rest of the foot and the toe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I think that's what I did with my last one. My last Freckled Whimsy scrappy socks, I did something like that. The cuffs are in, this is Lemonade Shop, but I don't know what the colorway name is, and I wish I knew so that I could buy more of it. I love it. It's gray with rainbows in it, rainbows petals. So that's what I did the cuffs in. And I will definitely do the heels in it too. Toes to be determined. And I'm doing it in tandem. And I usually with my Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month, as long as it's like 6 or 8 stripe repeats, I divide them in half. And these I'm pulled for the outside, and these both match. So I could start the same color. So these will be matching. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna work on these. I really love this colorway. I think out of all of the ones that so far, this is probably my favorite one. It has something to do with mermaids. I don't remember, but ooh, I got that one. I love them all, but that one's up there. So yeah, I did not work on my scrappy socks in the morning either. Pretty sure I finished those rainbow ones on Sunday. And I probably started the cuffs, and then there they sat the rest of the week. So we need to get back on my routine here. All right, and now we got my blanket. My Marled Magic Blanket. This is Bags by Awesome Granny. Again. This is her, like, extra large bag. I want another one, but it's okay. I'm waiting for like a print that catches my eye. And also I'm trying not to buy bags this year, so I've been very good about not buying, I haven't bought any project bags or any like progress keepers, stitch markers, anything like that. Yarn, that's a different story, but I haven't bought any of those, so I feel like that's pretty good. All right, I finished section 1 on my blanket. Yay! And I put a fancier, oh, that scared me for a second. I'm like, oh no. I forgot. I had to put it on a smaller, I put it on a smaller cord because we're gonna pick up stitches. So I was there last week, so I finished, yeah, I was about halfway done. So this is section 1. I have 27 sections to go. I'm using US 8s. This progress keeper is Twin Mountain Handcrafts. A little pot, a little plant. So now I believe I am picking up on this side. Picking up on this side. Going up. And it's a seed stitch section. Pray for me, okay? This is a long-term project. But oh, seed stitch is not my friend. So I'm gonna try, and actually I'm waiting to do my stash tails before I start section 2 on this. I'm just taking a little break. Because, I mean, I guess I could start. I'm trying to figure out when to do my stash tails. I'm waiting for a particular item to come in the mail. I don't know when it's coming, so. Yeah, I'm holding 2 strands together. Fingering weight held double throughout the whole blanket. This is going to be the epic scrappy scrap buster ever. There's the back. I really like this section. Love it. It's just yarn overs, knits and purls. Knit 2 togethers. And I'll give you a little side note in case you don't watch my stash tails. This section was 50 grams. 25 grams per color. I'm like, oh yes. So I need to work on this for the sake of my grams in and grams out, because oh boy. If that one particular item comes in the next few days, June is bad. I think actually it's already bad, but that's okay. So there we are. I'm using my interchangeable needles, US 8s. And I have my next colors. I have this in my stash. This has been a mini set in my stash forever. I think it's the cat lady. Andrea, the cat ladies. So I'm going to use this for the seed stitch section. I'm going to kind of do like a, for this section you hold 2 strands together. So I'm thinking I'm going to hold 2 strands of this for a little bit, drop 1 strand, and then knit these 2 together. And kind of do something like that. Or I don't know. And then I might go through all the colors, and then I might start over again. I don't know. But yeah, that's what you do it. That's what he recommends. And I don't know what it's called. It fading marl. He has classic fading and something else. But he recommends one, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do it in this order. So it's rainbow because yeah. And then yeah. So these were all, I weighed all of these before I started. And I will weigh them again when I finished. I feel like this section is gonna be chunky because this one's a big one. because I think this was only 40 stitches. This one, I think, I don't remember how many it is. It's a 67, somewhere around there. Maybe. Yeah, because this is 50, 100 rows. Yeah, I think it's around 60. So, yeah, send me the good vibes for the seed stitch. That might be started next week. If I just like work on it for like a half hour a day. Some about seed stitch, switching from like knitting to purling every stitch, it kills my hands. It kills. I don't know if it's because of the big needles or that, but that section's gonna slow me down a bit. Yeah, I've had these in my stash forever. So, in the blanket they go. That is the motto of this blanket. How long has this been in my stash? In the blanket it goes. Also, what am I gonna do with this? Go on the blanket. Alright, that's all of my whips. I'll show you my next cast-ons, and then we'll talk about reading and watching and life stuff if there's any. If there's any else that I want to talk about. I know I'm not quite done with my Felici socks, but I decided to spin the wheel. Just in case I finish them. Oh, I really love this one. This is an old one, fall 2022. And this is Night Market. I don't know what I'm going to do about the heels on this one. I don't know what color. I'll have to go through my stroll. I mean, I feel like I have a blue that's pretty close to that. I don't know yet. All else fails, I can just use a gray, a Dove Heather. But I'm going to wind these up today and pray that there's no knots and or discoloration. If there's not, you'll see them on my needles next week. If you don't, there was a big issue with it. Alright, and I picked up my Night Owl fiber socks for July. Who spiked the eggnog? Yeah, we're going Christmas. Christmas in July. I put a little tag on here. These are Amy's socks. Amy's July socks. So I caked it up and I divided it up. I also do not know what I'm going to do with heels on these. I don't know. I have to go through my stash. I have a Lolo Did It Hippos for Christmas. It's gray and it has red and green speckles in it, but I don't know if that's going to work for these because this cream stripe has speckles in it. So I don't know. I might do a solid. I don't know. Actually, let me get your opinion. I think I have it up here. I hope I do. Go through the yarn stash here. Tags go flying. It's not in that box. I know I have a box, a gray bag with Christmas yarn in it. Maybe. This will add some content to the video. Nope, it's not in here. Rats. Oh, wait, it says. This. Do you think that would work with this? For just heels? Maybe I'm gonna do it. What do you think? Yay? It's a brighter red, and there's some like neon greens in there. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I got this green. Not the same green. It's a brighter green. I'll leave these two out. Let me know in the comments. Green or speckled. I don't know, would that gray look weird with the cream? I'm conflicted. I don't think I have any red or anything. So yeah, this is how I keep all my scraps. They're in bags. This is all of the DK Weight Christmas Club scraps I have. I want to make scrappy Christmas with these. This is all the fingering weight Christmas scraps I have. Self-striping. Don't have a lot of that. I've been knitting most of it. This is Nomadic Yarn Scraps. This is Night Owl Fibers. Halloween, or not Halloween, Harry Potter colorways. Yeah. So that's what's in these, if you guys are all wondering. This is Halloween Club from Freckled Whimsy. This one looks like West Yorkshire Spinners scraps. I went through these recently and kind of organized them a little bit better. What else do we got in here? This is Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Months from various years. Probably last year's. Or the year before. I don't know. This is my Taylor Swift Ruby and Roses scraps that I plan to make scrappy socks out of when I finish all the colorways. This big bag is all the mustache yarn Star Wars colorways. Yep. And this bag is, I think this is Pretty Twisted Yarn and maybe some random ones. Kirby Werby, Turtle Pearl, Pretty Twisted Yarn scraps. Yep. And this is Yarn of the Month for this year. It looks light because I took 3 colors out to make my scrappy socks that I just showed you. At some point when I have all of them done, I'll make more scrappy socks. And this is why I don't need to buy any more yarn, because I have enough scraps to just knit scrappy socks for a whole year. And I probably still will not have enough, or I still have extra yarn left over. It's crazy. Let's show that back in there. So that is what's in those 2 cubes. This one, because I'm looking for content, I guess. This one, what we got? Freckled Whimsy Spells and Things colorways. This is my rainbow scraps. Probably Freckled Whimsy, Night Owl Fibers, mustache yarn probably in there. This is Night Owl Fibers. We got Halloween, and I guess this is just random Night Owl Fibers that is not Harry Potter. And mustache yarn. And then the rest are just like lemonade shop speckled scraps and whatnot. That's what's in the bottom of this one bin. So yep, this is Polly in my pocket, my favorite. And this one is lightning bugs, because that's what I call them. I don't call them fireflies, they're lightning bugs. So yeah, that's what's in my tubs. Was not planning on doing that, but here we are. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know about this. Let me know in the comments. Should I go crazy and do the speckled? Or should I tone it down and do the green? It's not the same green. It's a little brighter. Let me know in the comments. Or, I mean, these are for Amy. So Amy, if you're watching, which color do you want? Do you care? All right. That's it for that. Whew. Okay, we need to end this. I'm getting hot. I don't know, my cheeks look red. Whew, I feel like I'm starting to get warm. All right, reading. I'm still reading Harry Potter #7, but I'm gonna finish it this week. I think I'm at 90%. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna finish it, and then we're gonna move on to Hunger Games. Reading that on my Kindle before I go to bed. I started Never Flinch by Stephen King. I'm only a couple chapters in, but it's pretty good. I love Stephen King. And I'm doing that on audio. Watching. My husband and I watched Eric season 1. This is on Netflix. This is like a one and done series. I've watched it before. I watched it and he's like, oh, I wanted to watch that. I'm like, oops. So we watched that. What else? Star Trek Voyager season 5. I think we watched a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna watch any this week. Probably not. We'll get into that, into life stuff. Movies. We watched 2 movies. The Neverending Story. Love that one. 1984. Love that movie. And we watched the new Beetlejuice movie. Beetlejuice 2024. We watched that. I liked it. It was okay. I think I still like the original better, but I think they did pretty good with the remake of that. Yeah. And that's what we watched. So, life stuff real quick. I already said it was hot, and it's still hot. What else happened this week? My youngest had an orthodontist appointment on Tuesday, so we did that. Oh, and then afterwards, we went for a little treat, and we went to Michael's to see, because she likes to do, she uses pony beads and elastic, and she likes to do like these weavings to make like little creatures. She ran out of beads from Joann's from like, probably the last time we went was like February. So she ran out of beads. We went there to see what they had. They had them. She was pretty happy with their, I mean, it was a little bit smaller than Joann's. The colors were a little different, but she found some that would work. I haven't been to Michael's in forever. At least 3 or 4 years. I just don't like it. I don't care for their yarns. Their yarn selection is yucky in my store. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, since we're in here, people have said that Michael's sells Red Heart yarn. So I'm like, okay. So I went there because I used the Red Heart yarn for my dad's slippers. And they did not have the gray color. So I'm going to have to order online, but I guess now I know. So it worked out. So I didn't want to make a special trip there just to get that yarn, because then I'd be mad. They had like a rainbow. They had red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white, black, and brown, or tan. That's all they had. I'm like, you don't have a green. So yeah, I miss Joann's. Joann's had like so many more colors. Anyway, so I'm gonna order it online. I don't need it yet. I have a couple skeins left, and I already finished his slippers for this year, so I have to keep checking. I'm gonna buy them on Yarnspirations. I know they have sales every once in a while, so if I'm on that website and I see a sale, I might grab some, or I might just wait till the end of the year or January or something and pick some more up. Yeah. So we went to Michael's. It was okay. I really wish they would get rid of some of their stuff in there and put more yarn in there, but that's just me because I like yarn. I did see fabric in there, and it was a very sad selection of yarn or fabric. It was like half an aisle, like one side of an aisle, and that was it. So it's like, yeah, you added fabric, right? It's right next to the yarn, but you're not. Are you going to add any more yarn? I want them to get rid of I'm not into the arranging of the fake flowers. I want them to get rid of all the flowers. Get rid of the flowers and add more yarn. I'm okay with the scrapbooking stuff and the beads and the painting stuff and the colored pencils, the fine art stuff. Oh, the frames. Get rid of the frames and the flowers and add a whole bunch of yarn. My Michael's seems like is pretty small. Though I don't know, compared to the Joann's, maybe they were about the same size. Maybe it's bigger than Joann's. It's just, that's my opinion. They have way too many frames in there. Like a whole corner of the store is just frames. Can we switch the yarn and the frame corners? That's what I want. So that's my Michael's opinion. Boo. I want Joann's back. That's what I want. Oh well. All right. What else happened? My oldest, Chloe, went to band camp. She left on Wednesday. She comes back. We pick her up July 6th. So yeah, it's like a week and a half without her here, and it's so quiet. So quiet. With one less kid. So yeah, we have one less kid for a while. We're gonna stay home the next couple of weekends. Yeah. Just to let you guys know, I wasn't going to talk about this because I didn't want to make myself upset, but I think I'll be okay. I had my mental state this week was not good. I don't know if it was the heat or things happening in my life, but I had a lot of meltdowns this week. I don't know what it was. It could be the perimenopause also. So my grandpa is not doing well. I think he's 92. It hasn't been diagnosed, but all of the symptoms are leaning towards dementia. I haven't seen him in a long time. I guess the last time I seen him was probably 6 months ago. And I think after I saw him, it kind of went downhill real fast. He had prostate cancer. He was in remission, but then it came back and they decided to stop doing treatments. Last week, or the week before, last weekend, he was in the hospital. He had pneumonia, I think. I don't know. I'm just getting all this information from my mom from texting, so I don't have all the information, but after he was in the hospital for 4 or 5 days, and now he's in hospice. So I don't know what my schedule is going to look like in the next week or two. I have not heard from my mom yet today, so he has not passed yet, but I'm sure it's coming. So just to tell you, I don't know how the schedule. I might have a week off. So that is a big bummer. But yeah. So yeah, I've been like really sad and depressed this week about that. And I don't know. Yeah. When I was younger, I was really close with my grandpa. So maybe it's just bringing up all these memories, and it's just like, oh my word, I've lost it. So that is another reason why I haven't been on Instagram that much. I'm just sad. I don't know if it's a summer depression or mixing that in. So yeah, I'm still here. We'll see what happens next week. Yeah, so that's that. That's all the life stuff I got. And look, 46 minutes. Wasn't going to talk about my grandpa either, but here we are. That's all right. So, yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you got lots of knitting done. I hope you survived the heat if you were in the heat wave. There's a lot of people that said it was way hotter for them, and I'm like, I feel bad for complaining when it was like, I think the hottest day was like 95 or 96. But the heat index was like 99, 98. Yeah. So it's cooled down a little bit. It's like mid 80s to high 80s this week. So yeah, it's officially summer. Yeah, was it 20th, the first day of summer? 21st? I don't know. So, yeah, I think that's it. Put in the comments below which color I should do for the heels. Green or the speckled. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm leaning towards the green, but I don't know if the speckled would be too busy. Don't know. All right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them. And I will see you when I see ya. Bye.